Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Aries for the week starting February 21st, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. And I like to take a moment to thank all of you, my Aries, for all the like, the support, the share, the private messages, the Google Plus, the private readings that you are trusting me with. Thank you so much. It truly means a lot to me, and I want to take the time to let you know. And also, if you want to know where you could find me on social media, I put all my information below the video. And now, my Aries, on to your reading. I want you to know that before recording your reading, I always meditate, ask Spirit for guidance, and I also pre-shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have in store for this week, my Aries. We're starting with the Hierophant. Wow. Great card. This is a major arcana. So the important is very strong, and it's in a past position, but the energy, again, it's a major arcana, so it will stick with you this week. This is a card of mediation. It's a card of doing the right thing. Okay, being coming from a good place. Sometimes also the energy could be in terms of religion or spirituality. We'll have to see what the other card says. But here the main meaning is, well, it could also be there, but it's a very positive meaning because it says that, you could be in a position where, your advice are taken seriously, or your advice actually putting people together. Or maybe you'll be receiving some type of advice. I mean, your Saturn is in your 9th house. Saturn is in Sagittarius. So 9th house is a very godly house. It's a very special house. So, maybe some of you are going through some type of awakening as well. Well, we'll have to see what we have in a near past position. We have the 9 of Wands or the 9 of Rods. This deck is by Morgan Greer. Okay, it's a tarot deck. Here, I feel that, with you having that much authority, be prepared, because it's looking at the future. Be prepared to, maybe meet some type of obstacles. Okay, obstacle in maybe in your endeavor, in your work, in your career. Obstacles that maybe at work. I mean at school. I already said at work. I say this because there's something here that it seems that need to have some type of protection. Okay, and you're the one in front of it all. Things could be coming, differently for you this week, in part because you have the sun is still in your 11th house for a few days, but now Venus and Mercury is coming in. So the sun, Venus, Mercury, those are like inner planet. They're very strong, okay, because the energy is closer to the sun, and they are closer to the sun. Okay, even if the sun wants this week will be in Pisces, it's still, giving you this energy. 11th house is a house of gain, friends, group, circle, network. Okay, so here maybe you may have to watch your network. Okay, maybe there's people that coming in that may not have the best intention for you because you're very strong. Mars, your ruler, is in your 8th house, the house of other people, power, sex. It's very, very energetic, and you bring a lot of this attention to you. Okay, so, and it's good, but it's just, there's just like in everything in life. Sometimes when you have that type of success, the other side of the coin is you may have some type of enemies. Okay, but let's see what we have in the position of the future. We have the 4 of Cups for you, my Aries. Essentially, having this is not being fully content with with spirit rewards or whatever you're receiving, because you see there's a a hand coming from the future. So I said spirit reward, but it could be a reward that you receive from your, from school, from work, from different type of areas of your life. And it's just a card that expresses an emotion of being discontent, not fully happy, not being appreciative. It's just a little warning, my Aries. Things are going really well. They have been going really well for you. They will go really well in the future. But I think here, Saturn in your ninth house is telling you that you have to maybe work on, your value, what is important in life, in terms of, direction. Because the ninth house is such a positive house. It's a house of spirituality. It's a house of luck. It's a house of, writings and media. It's a house of, all things good. But sometimes when we have it too good, it could make us cry over spilled milk. So make sure that you always remain grateful with what you're receiving from people, even if you're maybe hanging out with people that are more important than the group that you're used to. I see this because Venus in 11th house Venus love to be in an 11th house of gains, okay, and attention, being in a group, so, and Mercury and Venus together is great. So be mindful of that, okay? Here, Spirit may tell you to, to progress in your life, take all of this positive energy and maybe do something with it that is positive, okay? And I'm not saying that you're not, but maybe some of you maybe it may expect a lot at this moment in your life, and it may not arrive, or it may not arrive in the package that you would want, but it's still very positive, okay? Let's see what we have for you, Aries, in the position of the outcome. So you're back in your position here as the Emperor. That's it. You're on top of your game. Venus, Mercury in 11th house is a great place. You have great attention. You're being recognized by your peer. Those could be, your customers, or your, colleagues, or, those type of people. So it's a very, very positive energy, okay? The Emperor also in this position signify power, authority, is you being in a position of leadership and remain in this position for a long time, because that's the outcome, okay? And I said to you, I think every reading almost, I said, this year, Aries should not be complaining, because all this energy is very positive, especially for those that have the sun, because there's a lot of positive planet that will be reflecting on Aries, okay? Or reflecting on Mars specifically, which is the ruler of Aries. So it's going to be a great week. I think the message here from Spirit, my Aries, is just to be more appreciative. And if you do notice that you have those type of, hidden enemies, or people that are not looking for your best interests, it's okay to just, you have enough and, people around you to move on, and just make sure that you remain in the positive energy at all times. And I trust that you will, my Aries. Absolutely. Sending you lots of kisses and love. And see you next week, my Aries. Love you.